Hi guys, how y'all doing? Actually, I had been away for over a week, but anyway, I was looking at some news, what was going on in regards to the zombie apocalypse, as they call it, and the incident that happened in Miami, which was a really big story. Compared to what else was happening across the U.S., because there were other isolated incidences in other cities as well, other than Miami, Florida. And there was one in New England. I think it was somewhere in Massachusetts, and then out in the Southwest, and there was one incident in California, and so on and so forth. You all probably had gotten quite a bit of this zombie apocalypse already, and why the media is covering it up. And some articles, I read one article, it was on Yahoo, and said that it could have been due to some kind of new drug in LSD, where they were putting bath salts or Epsom salts in a drug. But I don't know if the only worst thing that Epsom salts can do to you is cause you to go to the bathroom. Excuse me. but there's more to it than this, and I just wanted to show you guys what I had found. Now, this is an article in regards to the Miami Cannibal and the zombie virus, which they think is a new kind of drug or urban legend. Well, this is what they thought it might have been is an engineered zombie rabies hybrid virus that caused these people to behave the way they did. Because I did find something in regards to they call it the LQP-79, which is a deadly virus, and was believed to be developed in Russia. Now, that reminds me of the time just recently, the last week of May, during the week of Memorial Day weekend, where Russia and the United States were going to have these military drills at Fort Carson, Colorado, and you would just wondering what they were doing there. And yeah, I mean, planning for an apocalypse. Your guess is as good as mine, really. But this article here says that the cannibal from Miami had been confirmed as a host to this LQP-79, a deadly virus. And you can see the excerpt here from another article. It's a screen capture of it, and they identified the person. It's a 31-year-old homeless Miami man who cannibalized another man, and they were both homeless. And they were saying that this that the theory that they came up with, that he was intoxicated on the bath salts, and but media is just covering this up, and the same with the government. And basically, I think is that the government is declaring biological warfare on the public, and this is how they're doing it. This was mentioned in months past about what they had planned to do. Even the CDC had something on their website in regards to being prepared for the zombie apocalypse. And there was also a virus, a flesh-eating, not a virus, but a flesh-eating bacteria that was released as well, where the skin on the body was eaten away by the bacteria. And I had mentioned that also in another video, and that was when I did the card game from hell series there, and they had a card that showed the Illuminati card game, and I think that there's a picture here of it. Yeah, Illuminati card game forecasts the flesh-eating bacteria disaster, and I also found some information on that as well. So getting back to this, I'm just going to leave links to all this because there's quite a bit of reading, so just to give you an idea, what they are planning and what they have put out in the public. And my thoughts to you are just keep your eyes open, be aware of things, what's going on around you. Here's another one here about what is this LQP79 zombie virus, and is there a zombie virus outbreak possible? And so I'll leave this here, which has questions and answers in regards to a zombie outbreak and so on. Okay, and I also found this page in regards to the Russian drug they call Krokodil. Excuse my pronunciation again. But it shows here the flesh-eating bacteria that they had basically tested on mainly drug addicts, I think. It says but this just shows, it's very graphic, where it shows that this drug rocks the skin. And I'll just leave a link to this also, and you all can read this too in regards. It looks very very nasty, very evil. I mean, for the governments and the scientists to develop these types of diseases. And that reminds me about the Gulf oil spill at the time, and when they were developing synthetic viruses at the time. During that time, when they released what they call the blue plague, what they were doing is that they were releasing a synthetic BioWarfare germ on us. So they were declaring war even then, back then in 2010. So why hasn't anyone said anything? I don't know. It's, basically everyone's asleep, or I'm sure they don't have really a clue actually what is going on. And there's a lot of interesting articles here about how the Gulf of Mexico Earth expansion, where I had mentioned before about the flooding that was going on along the New Madrid fault line, and about the magma asphalt volcanoes that were underneath the Gulf floor, that if there was ever a large eruption that would split all the way up through the Midwest there, and the New Madrid fault line, causing a large split there in the Midwest. And then the Gulf is, they're telling you right here that the Gulf is a legal biological military operation. And those people that they killed on that oil rig, that was the military, that was the Navy that was involved in that. And I just needed to say that because BP, the government, and the Navy were all involved in this, and this was their plan to declare war on America, on the American people. And the Gulf of Mexico is an officially sanctioned bioterrorism war zone. And they're telling you right here, we're right here, and you just have to wake up and just realize what they're doing, and before it's too late, because they're wanting to depopulate us. And that's what it is with these evil viruses that you're coming out with. They've engineered all these viruses, and then they're putting it out on us, where they call the zombie apocalypse. It's all for real, people. Vladimir Putin confirms a Russian zombie radiation gun. What they do is that they shoot you with a mind-controlling energy weapon. I believe that's what they call it. And there was something else too that they had developed. But I think this comes from another country where they had developed this. So I'll leave links to everything. They call it Scopolamine, which is, well, they call it the devil's breath. It's a hallucinogen mind control zombie drug. And I think this was, it came from a tree that was common to South America. And it said that this person revealed the shocking culture of a Colombian drug world there, and that's where it came from, in Bogota, in Colombia. So I'll just leave a link to that, and they show you that this is the zombie virus, is a possible be a Rabies-Flu hybrid. This comes from National Geographic. So this just give you all an idea about what they're playing with, basically. And it's all not good. So they're unleashing all these deadly viruses and stuff on us. I'm sure that they have another plan too, that they're going to get people to run out and get those vaccines and still more add more fuel to the fire, I'd say. And well, their evil day is about ending, because God's judgment is coming. Well, God's judgment is here. I say it's coming. It's here. And so if you haven't seen the trailer to 28 Days Later, see that. I Am Legend, and the movie trailer 11/11/11, if you haven't seen those already. Also, here's an article on zombies, rabies, and synthetic and genomes, with some interesting reading here, because I'm running out of time for this video. And I was wanting to mention some other things as well, but I think I'm going to have to do that also in a second video, second parter. And so I'll see you over there in part 2, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Y'all take care, and Jesus loves y'all. Bye bye.